Hey guys, what's up? Tucker here. Today I will be reconstructing my 7.93 3x3 average. Let's get started. Alright, so starting off with this first scramble, I did white and I rotated to hold yellow top and red front. And I saw my cross pieces were here, 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 and here. And what I did is a U prime D2 R prime F, because by doing that, it makes all three of these one move away from being solved. So I solve those and then do an F2 to solve the last edge. Then I see this pair, and so I do a U2, and while I'm getting ready to insert this pair, I actually see this pair right here is going to split and turn into a free pair. So when I insert the pair, it gives me a free pair right here. Then I rotate and I recognize this pair right here, and I do U prime to pair it up like that, and then back insert like that. Then my final pair I see is right here, and I do F prime, U prime, F to split it up like this, and then solve the pair. And then to finish off, I have this nice OLLCP, which goes like this. D, and then a D prime, R2, and then I just have a U perm. One thing I didn't realize is if I had done yellow, it's actually a 4-move cross. What I could have done is seen that the cross pieces are here, here, and here, and I could have solved it like this to get these three, and then that, and then my cross is solved. I just have to do D, and it gives me a free pair. Okay, so for the second solve, I did yellow, and I actually held it to where blue was on top and yellow was in front, just so it's better for finger tricks. So I recognize my cross pieces are here, 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 and here, and how I end up solving the cross is by doing a U prime D, and then rotating back, and then I did R prime, and then right here I accidentally did an F. I don't know why I did that, and then I did D R2 to finish off the cross. Then I saw my first pair right here, and I solved this by doing a U, L prime, U, L, and then rotating and solving this pair right here. Then I recognize this pair right here, and I do R prime, U prime, R, and then U2 back insert. Now, I just want to point out that solving pairs diagonally are pretty bad, and I don't recommend doing them, but it was good in this scenario because I looked ahead to this pair, and how I solved it is by rotating and then doing a U prime, and then R prime, U, R, U prime again, R prime, U prime, R, and it solves the pair in the back. And then right here, I just get this nice, easy pair. Then I just have a pretty nice OLL into a G perm. Okay, so for the third solve, this solve was the worst solve in the average, and it was kind of a bad cross in F2L. But what I did is I started by rotating like this, so yellow top, orange front, and I saw my cross pieces were here, 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 and here. All of these pieces are in pretty bad spots, and I solved it in a pretty bad way. So this is how I solved it. I started by doing a L, R prime, D prime, and then I did R prime, and then a B to get these three edges solved here. And then I did D, inserted this one here, and then D again. So that was a pretty bad solution, and it definitely could have been better. Then I saw this pair right here, and I did it by doing I should have been U2, but I did U prime, U prime. Then I did R prime, U2, R, U2, and then inserted the pair in the back. Then for the second pair, I did U, L prime, U2, L, and then inserted this pair in the back like this. Back insert. Then for my third pair, I did 3 U's. I did U and then double U prime when I could have just done a U prime. Then I solved this pair like this. And then finally I had this pair. Then I had a pretty good last layer. I had a pretty nice OLL. into an F perm, and my execution on it was pretty nice on the last layer. Okay, so for this solve, it was the fourth solve, and it was a 7.97. I decided to do yellow, and I think the way I solved this was pretty efficient. So how I solved this was, I saw my cross pieces were here, 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 and here, and how I solved this was by doing a R2 to bring these together, and then a D prime to solve them, and then RU prime B2. I could have done a D2, and then like that. I think that would have been better, but I think my solution was okay. Then I saw this pair, and I just solved it like this. And then, so I did a very bad solution for this pair. I should have just rotated and paired it together like that. But what I did was like that to pair it together and then rotate and insert, which is very bad. Then what I did is I saw this pair right here, pretty simple, just pair it together and put it in the back. And then this pair right here, which is really simple, just like that. And then I have a pretty nice OLL into an A perm. Yes! Yeah! Okay, so on the last solve, I got a 7.79, but the F2L was pretty bad, but my cross was okay, along with last layer. So I started off by doing a Y2, and I saw my cross pieces were here, 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 and here. And how I did this is DLD prime to solve these two, and then FR prime to solve the cross, and then just do a D prime. Now, right here, what I did is pretty bad. I should have done this free pair, but what I did is solved this pair, and then solved it like this. That's what I did, and then I rotated and inserted this pair, and rotated. But what I should have done is just inserted this pair into the back, and then gotten another free pair, just like that. But I was super nervous, so I was just trying to do what I saw first. Then I did a very poor solution for this pair. I did that, and then U prime, U prime, U prime, and then that, and then rotate and insert the pair. That is really bad. There's two ways I could have done this that would have been better. The first way is just solving it like that, and then rotating and inserting. And the other way would be rotating and then doing that, like that. Then I just had this pretty nice pair, which just goes like this. And then I had a very nice last layer. I just had that into U perm. And it was a 7.93 average. So there was a reconstruction of my 7.93 3x3 average. I am super happy to have gotten a sub 8 average on cam. I've been going for that for a pretty long time now. If you enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye everyone.